Was Farm here, just back out working on the tractor shed. As you can see, we got some snow today. Hoping to have it mostly finished before this happened, but this is all going to melt in a couple days anyways. Worked on closing off the end yesterday. That's what we ended up with. Just 1-inch boards. And this morning I'm just working on putting up the steel siding. Okay, so once you get the steel up, just want to use a chalk line, or you can a piece of string or something, and that'll just help you get your screws in a nice even line. Just starting the other wall today. So I got the cross braces in place, and now I'm just cutting boards and putting them up. So that's what I've got left. I think I'm going to have enough to get around 24 feet, and then I'm just going to have to come up with another solution for the last 8 feet. But that's not bad. I didn't pay for any of these boards. A few of them are kind of rough. I actually thought I was going to get a little further, but those are all 8-footers, but they're just a little too rough to use. Okay, so I realized getting to the end of the wall there that I had a few 6-foot boards left over. And I noticed that the space between the 2x6 was slightly less than 6 feet. And I got thinking, well, if I add 2 windows, maybe 3, but I'm going to try to get away with just 2, I can use those 6-foot boards to fill the space below the window, and I can take the 8-foot boards and finish off the wall at the end. So these windows aren't in the most ideal position. They're kind of high up, but with not a lot of work, I should be able to get the wood I need to finish the wall, and I'll actually end up with 2 small windows. And this is facing east, kind of southeast, so it will also let a lot of light in. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's the first window, and I'm just going to set up and put another window in between these trees. Okay, that's the wall done. Now I got to start working on this front gable. Got a couple hours of light before it gets dark. I'm going to try to finish this gable. It's going to be a little trickier than the back end because I have a window to put in. Here's the window I'm going to use. This is a door, like a side window for a doorway, I think. I don't know. I got it at the Habitat for Humanity Restore. It was 20 bucks. It's about 1.5 inches deep. So I think it'll work up in the gable. Starting to lose light. I probably can work for another 45 minutes, but probably have to finish this up in the morning. I had to frame up some extra support, and now I'm just putting on the 2 barn boards on each side. Just working on the front walls. There's a 2-foot wall on each side that comes out and creates an 8-foot door. And I just framed it in with a 4x4. I got some pressure treated. And I used one of these carport brackets. And I just drove it into the ground, into the gravel, just to give it a little bit of extra support on the bottom edge. I mean, if the wall was any bigger, I would have actually put a post in, but I thought I could get away with just having a kind of freestanding wall, and it feels pretty strong, so I'm happy with the end result. You could just go with 2 doors if you wanted to, but I wanted my doors to be kind of smaller, partially because the smaller the door, the less has to slide off the edge of the barn. I'm going to be using a sliding barn system for the doors. Just back to work on the tractor shed. Had to take a break there for deer hunting season. Got a 5-point this year. There was a nice 8-point running around out back, but couldn't track him down. But it's meat in the freezer. So maybe a week or 2 behind. I was going to work on these doors during hunting season, but I just didn't get a chance to work at it. But I'm in the garage here. I got to make 4 doors. The 2 back doors I'm going to make out of scrap wood that I had. And I unfortunately just ran out of wood. Had to go buy these pine boards. These are rough sawn pine boards apparently at the building center. They were pretty pricey just because they're not planed on one side. But I got to get these doors up. As you can see, winter is here, so I just want to get doors on the front and back and get the windows in place. Finish this up. Okay, so I'm just about done the front doors. This track type of system is actually pretty easy to install. You with two people, it's no problem. One person, what I do is I put in kind of a bolt to hold one end, put a level on it, and start fastening it. They come with leg screws, which can work depending, or you got to put some bolts through. And it's just a matter of figuring out the right height. Once you got the height down, you're good. They're adjustable, so right now they're about an inch too high, but I can lower them down. And I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for weather stripping yet, but I still have another set of doors to try to get done today, the back doors, and then I got to install the windows. But that is pretty much it for this video. Next, in the spring there, I'm going to be doing a little bit of detail work on it, but for now it's going to keep the snow and cold away from the tractor, hopefully, and it's going to do its job. Anyways, hopefully this video was helpful, and thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, leave a comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.